Hello students, welcome to Quick Solutions for All India Akash Test Series, test number 3 of RM code E and F, which was conducted on 21st of February 2021. Today I will be discussing zoology section of this test. Now let's begin with first question of zoology section, that is question number 136. Question states that select the correct match that describes structure or gland releasing oxytocin and functions of this hormone. And the options given are option number 1, anterior pituitary. This is incorrect because oxytocin is stored and released from posterior pituitary. So this cannot be a correct answer. Option number 2, ovary. Again, it is not released from ovary, it is released from posterior pituitary. Maintenance of corpus luteum is not the function of oxytocin. This is function of luteinizing hormone in non-pregnant female. Option number 3, placenta. Oxytocin is not released by placenta, so this cannot be a correct answer, although oxytocin is involved in parturition. Option number 4, posterior pituitary. This is correct. Oxytocin is released from posterior pituitary. Uterine contraction. This is function of oxytocin. Oxytocin causes strong uterine contractions during parturition. Milk ejection is also the function of oxytocin. Oxytocin acts on myoepithelial cells present around mammary alveoli and results into milk letdown. So it is also known as milk letdown hormone. Correct answer to this question is option number 4. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 137. Select the incorrect statement with respect to insulin. Option number 1, acts mainly on hepatocytes and adipose tissue. This is the correct statement. Option number 2, considered as hyperglycemic hormone. This is incorrect. Insulin is a hypoglycemic hormone. Insulin decreases blood glucose level by facilitating the uptake of glucose by the body cells. Option number 3, stimulate conversion of glucose to glycogen. This is correct. Insulin promotes conversion of glucose to glycogen in liver, and this process is known as glycogenesis. Option number 4, it is a dimeric protein. This is correct, containing A and B chain. This is a correct statement. Incorrect statement is option number 2. So correct answer is option number 2. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 138. Which of the following proteins has binding sites for ATP and active sites for actin? And the options given are actin, myosin, troponin, and tropomyosin. ATP and actin binding sites are present on head of meromyosin. This is actin binding site. And this is ATP binding site. This is head of meromyosin. And many meromyosin proteins polymerize to form myosin protein. So correct answer to this question is option number 2. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 139. The inner ear contains a complex system located above the cochlea called above the cochlea in internal ear vestibular apparatus is present. So A is vestibular apparatus. It is influenced by gravity, and vestibular apparatus helps in maintaining balance of the body. So B is balance of the body. Choose the option which correctly represents A and B. And correct option is option number 3, A, vestibular apparatus, and B, balance of the body. So correct answer to this question is option number 3. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 140. Joint present between phalanges of hand is similar to joint present between. Interphalangeal joint is hinge joint. Interphalangeal joint is hinge joint. So, among the given option, we have to find out in which two bones hinge joint is present. First option, upper end of radius and ulna. This is incorrect because at the proximal end of radius and ulna, between these two bones, pivot joint is present. Option number 2, lower end of tibia and fibula. At the distal end of tibia and fibula, between these two bones, syndesmosis is present. Option number 3, lower end of femur and upper end of tibia, that is knee joint. And knee joint is an example of hinge joint. In knee joint, femur, tibia, and patella are involved. Option number 4, joint present between carpal and metacarpal of thumb. Carpo-metacarpal joint of thumb side is saddle joint. So correct answer to this question is option number 3. Let's move on to the next question.